does the pain of heartbreak ever stop? Will it ever go away? And the truth is that you may feel this for a while. You may feel some sense of regret or some sense of pain when you think back to this, maybe even for the rest of your life. However, you're going to do a better job of integrating it if you understand and if you come to the realization that this isn't a problem to be solved. This isn't something to just patch over, take a magic pill for, and to just get on with your life. Instead, this is something that's happened to you. This is something that you've gone through. This is something significant in your life. And you have to honor it by feeling your feelings fully. Don't distract yourself by simply just numbing out with TV or social media, or distracting yourself with just different hobbies or socializing or alcohol or drugs or sleeping around or anything like that. But sit with the pain, sit with the feelings that you're going through and feel them fully through, because that's how you're able to integrate this whole experience into your life. That's how you're going to be able to feel whole and complete with this, no matter how this all ends up shaking out, no matter whether you get back together or not. You have to be at peace with how this all happened. There are maybe difficult things that you experienced. There are hard things that you experienced. There are maybe regrets that you have. And that's something that I get. I understand that. But you have to sit with those feelings and come to peace with it and come to terms with it so that you can carry on with your life and carry this and let it shape you and mold you into hopefully a better person. So be with it and honor those feelings, because that is ultimately how you're going to deal with this. This isn't a problem to be solved. This isn't something to just, paper over and move on. Now I get it. Because of the pain you're going through, because of the loss, the heartache, the grief you're going through, it may be hard for you to just even, function in day-to-day life. It may be hard for you to get any work done. It might be hard for you to, talk to friends or engage in some of your usual activities. I get that. And whenever you experience any sort of loss, whether that's a breakup, whether that's a divorce, a separation, whether that's the loss of a loved one, that is a normal human experience. And there's a certain degree of grief and regret and sadness and loss that comes with that. That's totally normal. And you have to honor that. You have to be willing to slow down, at least for a little while, to feel that through. Otherwise, it'll sort of bend you. It'll leave you bent so that you can't really engage with the world around you in a fully authentic sort of way. Instead, you'll just be carrying around this trauma, this pain, and bringing it to your other relationships, your other activities, the other areas of your life, and it'll color those areas as well too. This experience may change you, but hopefully, as recent experiences with loss in my life have, it'll open you up to what's truly important in life. Not the petty things, not keeping score, not all of these other sort of minutiae that we get caught up in, but in just showing up as the best version of yourself and loving your life and loving the people around you as open-heartedly and authentically as you can. Because that ultimately is, in my opinion, more important than ego. It's more important than, work. It's more important than, whether you can, keep up to date on the news or sports or, whatever else might be distracting you from these sorts of important things in your life. And so take some time. Take some time to get out in nature, Feel your feelings. Be alone with your thoughts. There are certain thoughts that you can have that are going to prolong this experience. They're going to make this harder than it needs to be. Thoughts about, hey, this is going to be the first birthday that I've had alone, or the first holiday season that I've had alone, or the first whatever milestone that I've had alone. How could they do this to me? How can they just pretend that our relationship never meant anything? How can they just turn it off like a flip of a switch? How could they just replace me with a rebound or something like that? These are the kinds of thoughts that you can have that are only going to make you feel worse, and they're going to keep you stuck. But what I want you to do is I want you to make a distinction and a differentiation between thoughts like that versus just a normal human grieving response, just a normal sense of sadness that you're experiencing at not having that relationship anymore. And so feel the feelings, feel the genuine, authentic feelings, but don't rub salt in the wound by telling yourself some sort of story about how you'll never find love again, or about how the relationship was one-sided, or how you were the only one that cared, or about whatever other story you might tell yourself that's just rubbing salt in the wounds and just making you feel worse and just causing you to stretch out this whole grieving experience. That's what I got for you today. If you like this video, please go ahead and check out another one. Take care.